it seems like a good moment to ask Robert to come in, maybe with some perspectives on where the evaluation comes out and its implications at country level.
Yeah, thank you so much, Madam Chairperson. I'll try to be very brief because I think Mick has really touched on a few of the things that I would have talked about. The first issue I was going to talk about was about ownership. I think he has explained it very well. I wouldn't like to repeat that. Let me first respond to one of the recommendations, that is on the branding. Our own experience is that the brand name may help. Some of our countries have to go through parliament to approve the loan requests. And the qualification for an MP is, you should have been, you should have got education up to S6. So some of these people may require, a brand name just to change their minds about something. So we feel that reference to poverty helps a lot to push approval of the loan through parliament, because the poverty-related issues are very sensitive, especially to politicians, and may also cause more demand for accountability and monitoring of the performance from parliament on poverty trends, because once you associate it with the poverty, they will definitely start looking out for how poverty trends are progressing over time. In the same light, I would also like to mention that in Uganda, we initially used to talk about poverty reduction, but the politicians again, requested us to use a more firm word, poverty eradication. So if that could be considered in the brand name, I think probably it might help. The other issue that I would like to talk about is on the simplicity of the language, which I would support very much. So that's very clear to government, and especially for governments where the staff is dynamic, it may be better to have a word, a terminology which is easily understood by everybody. And I also note that the more important thing here is about conditionalities. Under our PRSC 7, we noted that the conditionalities were almost manageable. But we are now going to a joint budget support assessment where all the other development partners are going to be involved. And we have already started having experiences where we have sanctions imposed on us within the financial year when the government has already programmed resources for that current budget. We had almost about a 10% reduction in disbursements, projected disbursements for this financial year. And this was announced in August when the financial year started in July. And then the other one, I think, the last one really is on sector support. There was mention in the report that there may be need to have sector support separate from the PRSP process. We feel that the PRSC instruments for dialogue should really be at the macro level, dealing with the central government and broadly on the sectors. And the sector working groups really should deal with the details at the downstream. So I think those are the few issues that I wanted to mention. Thank you very much.